Look in the rear seat. Don't forget your bow.
Yes.
Hey guys, welcome back. It is December 18th, the first day of the second split of archery here in Iowa, and the opener of Late Muzzy. Was able to slip down to the river bottom farm with Rye. Had a front blow through last night. It's actually been super windy. It's in the 20s temperature wise. With the wind, it's in the teens. Nice high pressure bluebird day. It's been in the 40s the last 4 or 5 days, so this was a nice temperature swing. Should be some good deer movement tonight. We're sitting on some standing beans, actually the same spot I shot Kelsey last year. So we're right off the pinch, the first good food source when they come out of the peninsula and through the pinch. And we're in this soft side blind. It's what works with the northwest wind. The other blinds are set up for south. So the northwest wind just kind of skirts down the edge of the willows here. And we're hoping to run into Daggers. Daggers is, I'm going to guess him at 7.5, but not 100% sure. He's definitely not younger than 6.5. We haven't had any encounters with him this year. Last year we saw him just about every time we hunted the river bottom farm. He disappeared most of the rut this year. I don't know where he was, but he showed back up and he's been on camera quite a bit. He made a nice little jump from last year. Still a really tight rack, 10 with some little kickers and whatnot. And just a nice super mature deer. We actually hunted, my family hunted through gun season, and my wife was able to take that buck Droopy on the home farm on her first sit of the first gun season. And then Bella wanted to wait till Late Muzzy, so I talked to Bryn and asked her if she wanted to wait till Late Muzzy to hunt the crossbow, or if she wanted to get a gun tag, and she was all amped up to get a gun tag, so we got her a second gun. Her second sit, we had a great buck, a surprise buck. He had popped up on the farm the night before, had one picture of him. Wasn't really expecting him to come out. We were going in there after Anna's buck, and he ended up popping out, and Bryn made a great shot him in the heart at about 90 yards and fell over in the food plot. So we're excited to bring those hunts to you on the Christmas episode that'll come out next Monday. Looking forward to the evening and starting the next run. There's at least 6. One of them is a big dog. Or maybe even a shed buck. But yeah, that's 100% a shed buck. What deer is that? Look, he's got a Roman nose. Yes, 100% you can see the shed pedicles. that was pretty interesting seeing a shed buck on December 18th. You know, last year we had a lot of bucks shed early, but the weather was pretty harsh. And it's been pretty warm actually this year. And he didn't look overly sick. I mean, he didn't look like he had a wound on him. He wasn't limping. He actually was kind of messing with the does a little bit, so he didn't look super young either. But either way, there was 6 or 7 does and fawns, and then a little spike buck, and then the shed buck. And the wind started really gusting, and they all trotted off. So I don't think they went very far. I think they're just right in the timber there. But we have about an hour and 15 minutes left to go, so we'll see if Dagger shows up. Broken 2 is coming.
Is he?
Yep. He's coming through the willows. Shit, bro. He looks sweet. Definitely a shed buck.
It's crazy.
That looks like a little waterhead. That's interesting. He's just right there. You can see him pretty good with your eyes. I assume it's that 9-pointer. Well, we just made it back to the cabin. Really good sit. I mean, saw 30 plus deer. Ended up seeing quite a few bucks. I'd say over a dozen. No daggers, of course, but that broken tooth 10 buck, that was a nice encounter with him. He's a 5-year-old, narrow 4-year-old 10 that we've had a few encounters with this year. We saw that wide 8 with the little short G4. There's a bunch of 2 and 3-year-olds. 2 shed bucks. Ended up having another shed buck come out. It's interesting. Obviously, lots of environmental stressors this year, and I'm sure it had something to do with it. But all the deer that were to the north of us were totally relaxed. But I think the wind was gusty enough and swirly enough that it was probably kicking easterly further to the south. And so some of the deer that were coming out in the pot down there kept, running off, and then they'd come back and kind of kept the whole group a little on edge. But nonetheless, it was a really fun sit. It's fun to have deer up close and personal, and we'll stick after them. I'm going to be back out, I believe, Wednesday, and then starting this weekend, it'll be the kids. Bella's excited to get back out, and Anna Cat, my 10-year-old, hasn't hunted in a few years, and she's finally wanting to go again. So we're going to really enjoy Christmas break like we do every year, and we'll catch you guys on the next vlog.